The investments that we are making in space infrastructures like satellites, for example, is only a very small amount of the money that is spent in space. The big return, of course, comes from what this investment brings to the citizens here on Earth. For example, in the Copernicus program, a lot of data, images are produced by our satellites. Belgium is active in all areas of space, be it space exploration launchers, but also science, technology, and also observation, Earth observation. Think, for example, the contribution of Belgium towards the ProbaV satellite, which is a vegetation satellite that keeps monitoring every day the vegetation of our entire planet. And of course then also the products that can be derived from those observation satellites. We have institutes like Vito that turns the data into products. Remote sensing is beneficial for a number of users. Think about precision farming, for example, our farmers that can use remote sensing in order to better have yields of their crops and have a better profit. One recent example is index-based insurance for agriculture. It allows farmers to safeguard their investments. Now, insurance companies are only capable of offering this product to the farmers because they can rely on historical data, and so all this data is needed for these insurance companies to be able to offer the product for the farmers that in that way can safeguard their investment. The key for the economy is of course not the raw data, the images that are coming from those satellites, but how do we turn all this big data into relevant information for the governments, for the policymakers, relevant information for the scientists, and relevant information for the end users. And the fact that this whole new big data economy will bring and help stimulate the circular economy is of course one of the big futures for remote sensing. It's clear if we are living with 7 billion people here on Earth today and the population keeps growing, we need to go to sustainable growth of our economies. And one part of the sustainable growth is of course the circular economy, where we are going to reuse products that were built from the past and use them for new products and create new added value. And this is where remote sensing, of course, comes into place. It gives us objective data that can be turned into real information. When I talk to my colleague astronauts that come back from the International Space Station, we all have the same big impression that is left with us returning from space. It's how beautiful our planet is, but also how vulnerable our planet is in this immense universe. If you look from above, the atmosphere is extremely thin. I think as humanity we really have to step up our game, and we have to do a lot more to preserve this planet for future generations. If with 7 billion people together we make 7 billion small efforts, it's a huge effort altogether.